Hello everyone, this is Alex Wasser, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to do cold outreach and get 5 to 10 clients per month. Now, when I was getting started, I tried to send cold outreach, but it didn't work. But I knew there were people out there that was crushing it with cold outreach. When I reached out to people, they would either scream at me or something would go wrong. And I couldn't figure it out till I went and joined like a mastermind of cold outreach gurus. And once I started seeing what these guys were doing, my whole point of view on this cold outreach changed, and it started working for me. Now, what I'm about to teach you works, and this is how I went from broke to making 10K in my first month. If this didn't work, I wouldn't be able to live without worrying about money or start my own software business eventually. Okay. If your offer is bad, this won't work. This will only work if you got a good offer. This will only work if you got a good offer. If you're someone struggling to get clients for your existing business, then go and visit marceltech.com/grow if you're interested to work with me and learn what I can do for your business. So let's say if you are someone watching this video that doesn't have a business, you haven't even started this, you don't know what you're about to do, you haven't figured it out, then go to marceltech.com/start. On this page, I'll be explaining what I can do for you. Okay. So now let's get started with the script. Now, we'll go through direct pitch, indirect pitch, sequence pitch, what to do if people don't respond, and how to get more responses. If you want to do direct pitch, this is the example of what we do. We say, hello, first name, check your profile, and so that you run an agency, we help agency owners with whatever you're doing. This is something worth discussing. Now, you're not trying to tell them do not go and offer them, we do this and this, send them like a 10 list of things that you do. Instead, say, we help this with this. Is this worth something discussing? Now, in the second example, you can see, hello, first name, so you comment on the post asking for info about X. We help people like you with whatever you're helping them. Is this something worth discussing? This strategy is used when your ideal customer is actually commenting on post. Let's say, for example, your ideal customer actually commented on a post asking for info about how to start an online business or how to start a podcast or how to whatever they commented on. These are people that's actually looking to improve their business. And based on that, you can start like a conversation with them. And this is the example of indirect pitch. Or let's say this message is sent from your team member's account. This would make you look like an authority. Okay. So this is something that we do. Let's say if my team member is sending this message out to someone, then it would say, Alex asked me to reach out to you, have a quick moment to chat regarding X. Or if you don't want to say what's about, you can ask this first part and get the response. And from there, you can start having the conversation. Now, if you're actually looking to get results, sequence pitch is what you want to do. And here's the problem with sequence pitch. You can't do this manually. There is too much work for you to actually go and do this manually. You have to send the first message. If they then wait for 2 days, if they didn't send reply, you have to send a second message. If they didn't reply for another 3 days, you have to send a third message. It is not humanly possible for you to go and do this manually, but this is what gets the most result, and you can't do this manually. There's a software called Growth Notes where you can set out this sequence inside the software, and it would go and send the first message, second message, third message, fourth message with a delay, and it would go and follow with them if they don't respond. I'll put a link down below this video to watch a demo video if you're interested to check that. Now, I'll give you sequence pitch for Facebook and LinkedIn. For Facebook, let's say, so these are the steps that you have to follow. First, you have an opener question. So your first message is to get them to reply so that you can have a conversation with them. The second objective is to state the reason. So let's say if they don't respond, now the second objective is to say the reason why you reached out to them. And third, if they don't reply, you will actually provide them with proof that you can actually do what you said. And fourth would be like a guarantee that you offer to them. The last one would be like a breakup message. They're saying, hey, I've been trying to get a response from you, but I couldn't. If there is something that we can do in future, or this is not the right time, I'll reach out to you back. 6 months or 1 year later. Now, you have to also ask the questions in a way that it doesn't make them think a lot. It's easy to answer. They can answer very quickly and actually respond to you. Now, you can ask something like this as an example. Hello, first name. I saw that you run an agency. Do you use cold outreach to get clients? Now, by asking this question, we're not trying to pitch them anything. We are inquiring if they're actually using cold outreach to get clients. Now, because I run an agency on the side where we help companies to develop their sales development departments and help them to hire SDRs. Now, this is the kind of questions that I'll be asking. Because if I know if these companies actually do cold outreach to get clients, that means I can easily sell them one of my products. So let's say if they are not using cold outreach, in this case, instead of directly pitching them, I would say, hey, I made a video on how you can get more clients with cold outreach and educate them on how cold outreach works, why it's going to be beneficial for them, why even companies making $1 million have a dedicated cold outreach department, because it works. Okay. So many people doesn't know the cold outreach work. And I'm going to go and educate people on why they should be doing. If they're not doing it, let's say if they are doing it, they already know about it, but I'll still send them another kind of video work. We explain how we can save them time, save them money, how to hire people much cheaper, but high quality, train people and all this stuff. Next would be proof that you have done the same thing for other people. If you don't have it, just ignore it. Just go and do it. If you believe in your service, you can easily do it. Or you can go and talk to them and you can give them guarantees in a way that even if they buy the stuff and it doesn't work, you will refund them or something. Okay. And in the end phase, you would say, if you don't get a response, this is what you do. You will send them like a breakup message saying, hey, if there's something that we can do in future or we can help you with, leave a link to your calendar so they can book, and also drop a video that they can watch. Okay. Now, LinkedIn is a bit different. The reason is for you to send messages on LinkedIn, for most profiles, you'll have to connect with them and you can't send a follow-up message till they accept your request. Okay. So the first message, the invitation message should be, hey, first name, so that you're running an agency, would you be interested in creating a referral partnership with other agency or a performance basis? Or you can say, hey, first name, are you able to take more clients at your agency? And then if they accept your request, which means they're actually interested, do what you said. Now you can say, thanks for connecting. As I mentioned in my previous message, the reason why you have to do this, the reason why you have to refer to the previous messages, like even if you send this manually or use an automated way, like a software like Growth Notes, the problem is, even if you send them a message manually, people don't respond on LinkedIn on first message. It's a weird thing where you have to go and send them few different message sequence to actually get a response, because LinkedIn hasn't designed their inbox to make it much friendly. It is made to be ad friendly. Okay. Now you can say something like, as I mentioned in my previous message, we help agency owners get more clients by creating a referral partnership with other agency and strategic partners with a discussion. And then they would respond. If they don't, then you can still send them, I have created a video that breaks down how we do this. Shall I send it over to you so you can make an informed decision on it? Reply yes, and I'll send it over to you. You can add this in multiple areas to get the response. They don't have to take a whole lot of effort to actually do the response. You can tell them, hey, send me a response as yes, and I'll send it over to you, or thumbs up, whatever is there in that messenger chat that's going to help them to click about it and respond to you. Okay. Now, the thing is, these are the script that you can use. The reason I'm not giving you a script from here to here, the first one, you can use it, but I'm not going to give you this one because I don't want to have some copy paste messages in the marketplace and it gets saturated. So this is the first opener. This is the most important thing. So if you don't know what this is, it's just basically Socratic selling. You just ask the right questions to navigate the conversation in a way you want to take them. So you're not just saying, buy my stuff. Instead, you're asking questions that's going to trigger a response from them in a way that you can actually present your offer. And it doesn't feel salesy. and they feel like you're a genuine person that actually cares for them. Now, if you're so customer obsessed, this is something that you will do by default, but so many people that get into agency or different places, they are just getting into it to make money. Because I know this for a fact, because 4 or 5 years ago, I did this. I would do this stuff in a wrong way. So if you are doing the ask method, ask way where you go and ask the right questions and trigger a response from them, take the sequence, this is going to work. If you're just doing direct pitch, like this is just for unsaturated market. If you like unsaturated, but like market that has nobody in it, this is going to work. And in sequence pitch, sequence, I have tested it all. Like the one thing that works really well is a sequence switch. So here, I just showed you how many? 5 different variations. So if you are creative and you can go and add more into this, I'll suggest up to 8 messages. But you don't send this. Don't do this mistake of send message today one, next day another one, next day. Do not do it like that. Spread this whole message on a 30-day period, because you want them to give them a response. Don't act desperate in the chat where you go and respond, and then if they don't respond the next day, you just go crazy and say, hey, you're not there, or whatever you send to get them to trigger. What you can, I'll talk about more on how you can get more response and what to actually do when they don't respond. Okay. So let's go to the no response sequence. You can either send these no response follow-up message or keep sending the value follow-up messages where you send them training that can help them and build trust. So this is how you basically do it. Even after the sequence speech is done, you would tell them, hey, Alex, I just recorded a training on how you can fill your pipelines using X method. Is this something that you think that can help you? Reply yes, and I'll send it over. You can still keep on sending them value messages. And if they say yes, you can start the conversation from there. Only stop the follow when they say you to stop, and don't go crazy on follow-up where you constantly follow up. You got to take your time off, give them time to respond, and then follow up. Okay. Now, the thing is, how long should you do the follow-up? So let's say if you're doing enterprise sales where the deal size is 1 million or 2 million, if you're targeting companies that makes 100 million or more, there won't be much companies that do. Let's say you're targeting companies that makes 100 million or more in IT or in a specific niche. There won't be a lot of company, or if you go take that number to 1 billion, there won't be much companies that does it. So you got like 1,000 companies that exist in that specific space. Now, just because you send all the people that 1,000 messages and they don't respond doesn't mean you should stop following up with them. You should follow up with them using different messages, different accounts, different people. You just squeeze everything out of that list of 1,000 people. Okay. So I have seen so many people, like so many good sales development reps, follow up leads for 2 years, close $1 million deal. Okay. So there are so many people that does it. If your account is so valuable, if the people that you reach out is so valuable and the deal size is so huge, the sales cycle is huge, and it's going to take you a lot of time to actually do this stuff. If you're selling like a 3K, 5K product, yeah, it's fine. You might not have such bandwidth to go and do this stuff. Okay. But if you got it, now you got to do it. Okay. So now these are the messages that you can send them if there is no response from them. You can tell them, hello, first name, just thought about you. Are you there? Are you still with me? Did you miss my message? Bumping this to top of your messages. So many people hate this message, but do it. Who cares? Okay. So if people actually responded to your first message and they're not replying back, just go and send this message of no response follow-up. So you can also add memes inside make it funny. Okay. We use bunch of memes to make them laugh and get them to respond. Now, here are tips to get more response. If you send a message, you did all the stuff, you can go and comment on their recent post messaging, you send a DM. Don't go crazy at this stuff. Tell them, hey, I just wanted to say, I just sent you a DM. please check your DM and a link to your messenger inbox. And if you do this stuff and they don't respond to your message, what would you do? Would you just ignore them? No. You would constantly engage with their post. Now, Facebook's going to show you their post in your feed, or you make a list of these people inside the spreadsheet. If you are saying that this client is actually so much valuable, I can't lose them, I need to close this deal, then you put them on a spreadsheet. You open their post every single week or day. You go and like their post. You comment on their post something valuable. You will say, hey, amazing read. I learned this much from there. And you don't ask them to check their DM or something. You'd constantly engage with them. And this is what happened. I sent a request to a person and that person rejected my request. Now, instead of just complaining about this person declining my request, what I did is every single time when they post something, I would go and engage with their post, comment on their post. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get in their mind and my face get familiar in their mind and the level of resistance decrease. Now their subconscious mind or their mind is not getting triggered. This is some unknown person. I've been contacting this, engaging with this person's profile so many different days, a month or two. And then when I'm reaching out to them, they're like easy to respond. Okay. The person that actually declined my request sent me a request after this and bought that stuff from me. Okay. Now you got to also make your profile look so professional. Like people should come at your profile and be like, there shouldn't be other people's tag post or some garbage. You talking about your political views or any other stuff. It should be like a sales page. So there should be like a pinned post that talks about what you're selling. Not like every other post should be about your personal life that shows that you're a real person, or the sales post or value post that you have in your timeline that's going to make you look like an authority figure. Let's say the problem with most of the sales development reps that's out there that's failing. So many people that's using appointment setters. They go and outreach to people. They're not getting much response, because when people check their profile, this SDR's profile, sales development's profile, the people that do the outreach, the profile is not good as the founder's profile. So now to make that, you have to do personal branding. Like your SDRs should have personal branding. Like there are billion-dollar companies out there. I think, I don't know, I forgot about the company's name. I think it's IBM or some other IT company that trains their employees to be influencers on LinkedIn, every single employee. Okay. There was a news about it. The reason why this works is because your profile should look like an authority, or else people won't respond. Okay. There was also another case study done by a person named Karsten. He bought something like 100K followers or 1 million followers on his Instagram profile. And then when he reached out, he got like more response. So you got to make your profile look more authority to actually do this stuff. Okay. Now, if you're a person that would like to learn more from me, I have made a course called Cold Outreach that works. And inside this course, you will get access to Cold Outreach Mindset. I joined a group of people that was doing cold outreach, and in their group, they used to send voice notes. And after hearing this, my mind was blown. I understood the mindset that helped me to get the results and did the same. This is not some crazy mindset module where you have to wake up early or sleep early. I will blow your mind with insights that makes you look at cold outreach in a way that you can get results. Now, the next thing that you will get inside this course is lead collection. I'll show you how to collect targeted leads from social media, search, and different data sources, so you can send cold outreach messages to targeted leads who are interested in what you sell. Now, I will also give you access to cold outreach script, the exact cold outreach script that I used to get clients for my agency, software business, coaching. If you run any other kind of business, you can modify it based on that. The ones I showed you now is just a small part of what we teach inside this course. You will unlock access to more direct pitch examples, no response follow-up examples, and sequence pitch messages. So what you saw here is just an example of what we do. There are so many advanced strategies that you can use inside the sequence within the exact templates that we use to actually get clients. You can just copy and paste it and use it on your own and get the results. Okay. Now, in this video, I'll give you access to no response sequence. So these are some advanced script that we use, like automate using AI. It would be something that you generate based on the profile and send it to them. All this stuff that you want to do with cold outreach cannot be done by a human manually. It's going to take a lot of time. Like, the people will get tired even after a day or two handling this. So we'll be leveraging tools to actually go and automate all the process that you have to do to get the results. Okay. So instead of doing things manually, you automate it. So if you have to do this stuff manually, you'll be able to do 30 conversations per day. Maybe on the first day, you'd be able to send 30 messages, but on the second day, there'll be follow-up. There'll be follow-up for no response and all this stuff. If you try to manually do this, it's super hard. You will give up. You will get burnt out. Okay. And then we will teach you how to do inbox management. So after you start getting response from leads, how should you talk to them? How should you tag them, organize them? How should you respond them? All the stuff that you need to know about managing the inbox and handling these leads flow. So you, even after you getting the response, you make sure you can actually convert these people into booked calls. Okay. Also, you will get 30 days free access to Growth Notes. Normally we give like a 7-day trial to test it out and see how Growth Notes work, but you can go and use this software for 30 days for free. It's going to take you 1 day to set it up. And for the next 30 days, go and test it out and see how it's going to actually bring you results for your company. So instead of manually doing this, think of this Growth Notes, having Growth Notes as like a dedicated virtual assistant working for you. It will go and send the first message, second message, third message. It will send the no follow-up response message, and everything will be done by it. All you have to do is scrape the leads, put them inside it. We got like a dedicated module that does that too. Okay. So if you want to see a demo, you can go to growthnotes.com/demo, and there's a full demo video on what this is. The cost of this would be like $370 if you're paying monthly. If you're paying yearly, it's going to be like $297 for 12 months. Okay. Now, you will also get access to the hybrid VSL funnel template. If you're doing outreach, you need to send them to a VSL funnel. When they are asking for info, you need to send them to a VSL funnel to explain what you do. So basically, most of the time you'd be sending them the first messages. Hey, I made a video on how we can help you with this. Shall I send it over to you? This video is actually like a VSL funnel. You would basically send them there, and they will watch the video, and if they're interested, they will book the call. And also, instead of spending $500 to $1,500 building a hybrid VSL funnel from scratch, you can import this template that we're giving to you, change the script on the template, change the video, embed video, and you can use it on your own. Okay. Now, a summary of what all things you'll be getting inside Cold Outreach at Works course. You'll be getting access to Cold Outreach mindset value of $500, lead collection value of $500, Cold Outreach script value of $500. If you had to go and hire a copywriter to actually build this Cold Outreach script for you, it would cost you up to $2,000 to actually get to write this no response sequence, the memes that we'll be using inside this, the funny things that we'll be using, the more examples of what all things can you actually use as a no response sequence, the outreach automation, how to actually use automation to go and connect with leads, follow up with them on automation, and only speak with leads that is interested to buy from you. Inbox management, after you start getting response, how to manage your inbox in a way that you respond to the right leads, follow with them on time. Growth Notes 30 days access. You will get access to use Growth Notes inside your business and test it out for free for 30 days. You can set this up within 1 day, test it out. Hybrid VSL funnel template that you can import inside your funnel builder within 1 click. The total value of all this would be $3,917. But today you get access this for $500 one-time fee. You can go and buy it from marsailtech.com/COTW, Cold Outreach that works, COTW. You can go and get it from here. Right now, I'm building this course. So if there is something missing in there that you need, just send me a DM and I'll add it as soon as possible. Because the course is in beta, you can use this coupon, give me 100 off to get a $100 discount on this course. If the coupon code is not working, it just means we are out of the beta version and everything is done and you can get access to it. Okay. So if you're actually serious about mastering cold outreach, getting clients with it, instead of complaining or saying cold outreach doesn't work, you can go and get this course for $400 today. If it's done, it's $500. If you can go and get this, learn it, master it, implement it, this is that unfair advantage that you need inside your business to actually get the result. If you're somebody that just using content to get clients, there is a problem. When you're posting content on your social media, 1,000 people might see it. Out of that, maybe 500 people would be interested in it. Out of that, maybe you get 50 people. All that effort just for those 50 people. And at a point, this whole list gets saturated. And sometimes, even if people sees your post, they do not reach out to you. So many people have different kind of mindset. Some people would actually reach out to you. So many people do not reach out to you. So let's say you're selling to people, high value people, that CEOs of company, they're not spending their time on social media. If you want to get people that's going to buy from you, you need to do outreach. And the problem is, if you are trying to run ads and put your offer in front of people, there's still a problem. So many people has installed ad blockers on their website. Like for me, I pay for YouTube Premium. If you try to target like me, I don't even see ads. I haven't seen an ad for the past 2 years. Okay, even before that, I was using ad blocker. I don't see ads on Facebook too. I'm blocking my Facebook feed. If you're thinking just posting content would get you clients, you're very wrong. You have to, even if you're a person that's getting clients with content, think about how much leads you're missing out because you didn't reach out to them. Okay, so this cold outreach that works course will teach you how to do cold outreach, get clients. You can be agency owners, you can be a coach, you can be a freelancer, whatever kind of your product is great. If your product is amazing, you know that you can help people. I promise you, if you watch the cold outreach mindset, it's going to give you a new perspective of how we can do cold outreach without spamming people. And people will thank you for reaching out to them. I've closed 120,000 using the strategies that I'm about to teach you inside this course. Now, the thing that I learned, the thing that I'm teaching you inside this course, the same strategies has been used by multiple different companies out there. They have generated more than $100 million. This will work. If this didn't work, there's nothing in the market that will work at this moment. Like, I want you to feel certainty that if you buy this course, go and learn it. I promise this will actually get clients. So if you're interested to get started with this, go to marsaletech.com/COTW and it will take you to a page where you can make the payment and you will get access to the course. Okay. So that's it for this video. I'll be seeing you in the next one.